Today marks 1125th day sharing lessons I have learned and continue to learn with all of you. My hope that these insights will inspire you, support your dreams, help you achieve your goals, and really empower you to become the person that you want to become. Today's lesson is very, very powerful. I think a lot of times we think that we make commitment, but we actually do not. I think that when you look into your results, when you look into, the best result that you made in your life and look at, what are the criteria that actually led to that achievement, to that result? And you will always find commitment. And a lot of times when you look into your mistakes, failures, at the other end, we'll see that you didn't persevere. You didn't pursue that commitment. And you quit on that commitment, and that's why you didn't receive that result. Now, I understand that sometimes when you pursue with full commitment, you still don't get results, and that's totally fine. But a lot of times, what happens is that we do not pursue that commitment. We do not act on that commitment, and because we do not act on that commitment, we leave that commitment, and of course, we get what we deserve, and that's what we earn. We get what we earn, and that is failure or mistake. And of course, next time I was not committed. Okay, let's find out how I could commit and really next time do better. So today I'm going to focus on 7 things, 7 elements of commitment. Because when you're actually able to really look into your commitment and say, is this actual commitment or is this just a wish? Because we make a lot of wishes. I know myself. Sometimes I make a wish and after I realize that it's actually not commitment. So today we'll share 7 elements. When you look into those 7 elements and you look into your commitments and say, is it actual commitment or is it just a wish? And today, after today's lesson, you will know how to really track commitments down. Now, number 1 is choice. A conscious intentional decision to commit. We need to understand that we still need to make a choice. And we need to make a decision. That's where everything starts. Every commitment starts from decision. Sometimes we want to make commitment, but we are not able to make that final choice, final decision. And be able to ask, did you make that final decision? This is done. I made a decision. Because sometimes we are still between 2 choices, between 2 decisions, and battling back and forth, one decision, one commitment, other, and we're not able to settle. And if you battle in between 2 choices, that means it's still not a commitment. Like it's exactly like in dating. If you have 2 girlfriends, that means you're not committed to both of them. That means when you commit to one, of course, that is true commitment. So that means that sometimes we choose between one or another. And that means that decision is leading to commitment. So you're able to reflect, is my commitment is that one thing that I chose? Number 2, it's easy to understand, consistency. Really regularly taking actions to honor that commitment, the commitment. I think that's when we look into that commitment that you made, how often do you take that action? Do you take once a week? Do you take once a month? Do you take as convenient? Because that separates commitment from something else. Because when you're actually able to execute on your decision, manage the decision well, that is, when you're able to execute on your decision, no matter what, how you feel, what's the weather outside, what external things is going on. Because I know that if it's not commitment, you'll find excuses not to do it. If it's not commitment, you'll find excuses not to do it. But if it's actual commitment, we will be able to be consistent because there is no excuses not to do it. Because you promise to yourself that this is what I commit to. So is it a good day or a bad day? You're able to be fully committed. Consistency is part of your commitment. So when you look into your commitment, you don't need to be perfect. Excellence is what we seek. So that means being able to do 80, 90% the right thing. As far as 95, 99. We're able to seek perfection, but we'll never achieve it. So that means it's okay to do 95% of the time right thing. And that is where the consistency comes in place. Number 3 is resilience and maintaining dedication despite obstacles and setbacks. And consistency and resilience always walk hand in hand. You're not able to be consistent without resilience. So resilience really fuels consistency. Because when you have obstacles and setbacks, what happens? You want to quit, you want to delay, you want to wait for the moment that you feel better. Tomorrow I will feel better, I will do more. No, that doesn't work like this. If it's actual commitment, you do through setbacks, through disappointments. And I think that a lot of times when you actually pursue something meaningful things, you have that mindset that there will be moments in this journey that I will need to be very resilient. And I think that when you have that expectation, when you made the decision that there will be moments in this journey that I will need to be very resilient and I better ready for it. So when those obstacles, setbacks comes in, now you knew that it will be. So it's much easier to persevere. Oh, I knew that will come. So okay, let's grab those setbacks and let's pull it and let's even put more effort to get through them. Number 4 is clarity. Clarity. Understanding the purpose and the scope of the commitment. I think it's very, very hard to take actions if you are not clear what exactly you are committing to. What exactly you're committing to. If your goal is vague, and this is where I'm going, but where are you going? What exactly you are committing to? We're committing to financial abundance. That's my commitment. But what does financial abundance means? How much money do you need to make to be financial abundant? So that means you need to be very specific and have clarity what exactly you are looking for. Because without clarity, there will be never commitment. Because you're not able to align actions with unclear goal, with unclear commitment. So if your commitment is vague, generalized, that is not commitment. That's again wish. Because wishes are very generalized. Commitment is very, very specific. You know exactly what you need to achieve. So when you look at your commitment, ask how specific this commitment is. And if it's very detailed, that means that this could be a commitment. Number 5, and it's a beautiful thing, is accountability. Accountability, taking responsibility for following through. That means that when you look into commitment, you understand that you need to take ownership for the good days, for the bad days, for positive results, for the negative results. You take full ownership of that. Not just, I will blame this one, I will blame this one for if it works, this is my result. If it fails, that means someone else's fault. No, that's not how it works. This is not commitment. Commitment is when you fully engage in full ownership. This is my job. This is my responsibility. I will be accountable for whatever it happens. And if you don't have that yet, that means that is not commitment yet. That is a choice. That is just a small decision. Just a wish, a small goal, but it's not commitment yet. Number 6 is integrity. Staying true to your words and values. And this is very powerful. I think that one of the best and favorite words in business is dependable. Dependable. And integrity always proves that because when you really said that something will be done, when you made commitment, that means it's almost like it's done. It's almost written. As you know, it's already almost happened. So when you're able to have that level of commitment, that level of execution, and you perform on those commitments like over and over and over again, it's such a beautiful thing because people know that when you made commitment, it's almost done. Now, of course, it might be that something will go south, but that means you still need to be true to your words, true to your values, and being able to communicate what's exactly going on, take ownership. It's a beautiful thing. I think that my dad was like really very good in that he even could be extraordinary sick, but when he made a promise, he will wake up and go and do the things that he said he will do. And I think that's exactly what shows integrity, and that's why so many people followed him, and he was such a great leader, and people trusting him because they knew that he will show up no matter what. And that's his true commitment. Because if you're not committed, you will not show up when you are sick. Which is not committed, you'll not show up when one is inconvenient. And that's again, you need to look into, are you actually aligned and committed with your values? And are you aligning with your true words and everything? That means that are you really ready to be so in this commitment that you will persevere no matter what. And last one that's the really key element of commitment is discipline. Discipline. And one of the best words is that when motivation weans off, discipline needs to kick in. So building habits and routines to sustain the commitment. We need to sustain that commitment. Because it's very powerful. When you make a commitment, you feel so good. Oh, finally, I made a commitment. Now I'm going something. Maybe I have a clarity. But commitment is something that you maintain day after day after day after day. So you still need to prove that this was commitment. See, that means you don't prove when you made a commitment. You prove when you actually show through discipline that you keep doing what you said you will do. So again, saying and doing the actions. So discipline, self-discipline, making sure that you do the right thing rather than going some way is the key to success. I know that commitment is not easy to do because there is key elements of commitment. And it might be that we made a commitment, but something happens and of course we quit. And a lot of times is that just one of we prove to ourselves that it was not a commitment. One of the biggest parts why I love commitment is that when you commit, when you actually fully commit, 100% all in, not like half in and half out. When you're not half in and half out, I truly believe that you attract success much, much faster. Nobody likes half in, half out. Even in a poker, you're not able to really win big money until you actually, say, all in. You're not able to put half. No, you need to be all in and take risk. And take risk to be committed, 100% committed to something. And I think that the most beautiful part about commitment is that when you actually commit, you give all you got. Not afraid that even though that you give all your heart to it, and if you fail, it will not be failure, because inside you will have inner peace that you're actually doing the right thing, because you develop so much more through commitment, because it develops the character, everything, rather than doing half in. People who are committed, even though they fail first time, they will always, always, always outperform person who is a half in. So commitment is very powerful. I think that one of the most powerful words when you think about really true success. Because you need to understand what success means to you, and you will commit to that success, and you will go and execute. So I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.